beautiful wife, Linda Ferry. I'm Tim Ferry, and this is our first episode of Friday Night Lights. What do you think, Lynn?
We are excited to be here for sure.
All right, so basically we've been married for 31 years, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing.
She is awesome. So we've kind of picked up a lot of skills and different things over the years, and how to love each other better and show each other respect and honor and love, honor, and cherish, basically. So we're going to share one tip each week or each episode. May not be every week, but one of the first ones that we're going to share is our favorite, right?
That's right. Goes way back to when our kids were little and we were taking Growing Kids God's Way, and we heard this and we thought, you know what, we need to do this.
Right.
Yeah. So I think they were 5 and 2 or
right.
something like that.
Yeah. So this first tip is called greet each other at the door. So when my wife gets home from work and I'm like in a different part of the house, I'll hear her come in. I'll go and greet her at the door and give her a hug and missed you. How you doing? And same thing when I come home. My wife is, drops what she's doing and comes to the door and greets me, and it's like awesome. How do you feel about that, Lynn?
I think it's something that works really well, has worked really well in our family. And so, for example, usually I'm always the one home earlier than Tim, but tonight when I had to work late, then he actually beat me home and got the pizza going. So it's really nice to be greeted and welcomed home. So it's important.
That's right. I wrote down a couple things that, oh my gosh, you can see my notes here. I'm a scribbler. So I feel appreciated. What else, Lynn?
I think people feel valued, you know. Like, we never took each other for granted then. And so when you came in that door, you knew that you were welcomed home, and we never took each other for granted. I think that's important. That's
right. And you always felt like a sense of respect and that you were missed while you were away. Now you're home again.
Yep, you're valued.
Yeah. So even when the kids were younger and they were in high school, they would come home and we'd meet them and their friends at the door.
Or when our kids were dating, and or like Jeremy, like when he was, Amber was engaged to him, and he'd come into our home, we'd greet him with a hug and say hello. And so our kids kind of grew up with this, and now their spouses, it's definitely been a part of our life. Yeah.
Jeremy's like 6'2" or 6'3". Every time I hug him, it's like giant. So it was fun. So and our guests, of course, when someone comes to the door, we go to the door, but we both go to the door and greet them and send them out and stuff. So it's kind of cool. So any last thoughts, Lynn?
I think I'm so glad that we heard this tip and we applied it. We didn't just hear it and let it go, but we actually put it into our life, and I think it's been effective.
That's right. Awesome. Well, you are the best, and thank you for 31 years of awesomeness.
Well, thank you.
So that wraps up our first episode of Friday Night Lights. So you can take this tip and put it into practice and let us know how it goes. Excellent.